Metal detecting is a fun hobby, but in order to get the most out of it, you have to understand some key concepts. The most important ones are phase shift, discrimination, and target ID. And all three of these are interrelated. Let's see how it works. When you turn on the detector, it creates a field around the coil. If there's no coin in the ground or any metal object in the ground, then the pickup coil picks up a very weak signal shown here in red. On the other hand, if there's something in the ground that's made of metal, the original transmit signal creates a magnetic current in the metal object, and that metal object then creates its own magnetic field which pushes back on the transmit magnetic field. So the two magnetic fields interfere with each other. That interference causes what we call a phase shift. Now, a phase shift from a rusty nail is very weak, and you get a small phase shift, but something like a silver coin, which conducts electricity very well, will have a large phase shift. So the amount of phase shift then will push the dial, as shown here, on a metal detector. A big shift means a coin, and a small shift means junk, usually. Here I'll zoom in on this old White's Coin Master meter. Modern metal detectors do away with the meter and instead have what they call VDI numbers. VDI numbers correspond to the amount of phase shift that you got from the object in the ground. And here's what the phase shift scale looks like. Again, low conductivity objects like nails and bottle caps have very small signals in the pickup coil. As you move towards the center, you get things like nickels and gold jewelry, and all the way to the right you get the coins that have very large phase shifts. And here's the entire phase shift scale on the White's MXT. The phase shift amount is recorded by the VDI number here. A VDI of 86 corresponds to a quarter. Now, this is an advanced detector. On the less advanced detectors, they don't have VDI numbers, they have categories. This is the ACE 250 from Garrett, and if you zoom in on a close-up on the faceplate, this is what it looks like. Similar to the phase shift from the MXT, but instead of numbers, you have categories, and the categories are shown in black boxes here. This is coin mode. Black box corresponds to the coins, so there's one for 5-cent piece, zinc penny, dimes, etc. The trouble is, a category can be pretty broad, so you're not 100% sure that you've got a coin in the large category. An even simpler one is the Tesoro Silver Umax. Has no display at all. It just uses the discrimination dial. You discriminate coins by setting the discrimination dial. Here it's set to just below 5 cents, and if you get a signal and move it up to beyond 5 cents and that signal goes away, it means that you've discriminated out a nickel. In that fashion you can tell if it's a nickel or something higher. Another category detector like the ACE 250 is the White's Classic ID. Again, you can see the phase shift scale at the bottom and the categories at the top corresponding to coins, very similar to the ACE 250. Here's another advanced detector with a VDI number. Obviously, the VDI numbers are a lot easier to identify coins than the large, broad categories. Again, a category for a VDI for a quarter in the MXT is plus 86. Similarly, all the coins have their own pretty individual VDI numbers, so you can tell if it's a coin or something else. All of these ideas and pictures come from a book called Photo Intro to Metal Detecting. I have permission from the author. It's on sale on Amazon or at this location. And I hope that helps explain phase shift, discrimination, and target ID. Thank you.